Welcome, this is Jackie Williams. In this video, I want to share with you how to use this simple leaf punch and make a beautiful rose like this, or a beautiful flower anyway. Now the Simply Leaves is a really nice set. I did do a video earlier showcasing how to use this with the stamps and made a beautiful partial wreath card. So you can check for that in my library. But for today, I want to make these flowers. So the first thing we want to do is punch out 8 of the leaves. So I've already punched out 8 of them. I'm just going to demonstrate with one because it's the same thing 8 times. So the first thing we want to do is actually take our scissors and just cut away that little stem and just follow the shape and round out the top there. And then optional, you can add a little bit of ink at the top. You could use Berry Burst or Blackberry Bliss, or even use a different color way altogether. I'm using the lighter side of the paper, but of course you could use the darker side. I just felt that was really dark for a flower. Then the next step will be to slit up on the skinny side there, about probably 3/4 of an inch. And then from here we want to make this more flexible. So you could run it through an embossing folder if you have a very general one. I'm just going to crinkle it up. And this is somewhat to give it texture, but more to break the fibers so that it will bend more easily into a petal shape. Okay. And then you can flatten that back out. And then I'm using just a tiny bit of glue. And then we're just going to cross these one over the other and hold that down. And while I'm holding it and it's binding, I'm just going to use my bone folder and shape this petal a bit, but gently. And then you'll get a shape that looks something like this, a little bit of a cup shape. And then as a final preparation step, I like to just cut that little bit off because it just reduces some of the bulk in the flower. Okay, so now we have our 8 petals. We'll just set those aside for the minute. Next, I have cut some scallop circles, and I've used the Scallop Blooms dies. You might have these dies, different dies, or even a punch. Anything will work. You just need a length of cardstock that has that scallop shape. And you've got some different sizes here. So I used that second to largest non-stitched one, and I've actually cut it twice. You could do it once, but I think it does give a slightly better result if you have 2 layers. It just gives you a longer length. That will make sense in just a minute. So I'm just gonna cut off the scallop like this. Do that on both. Now these circles or these cuts don't need to be a perfect circle or totally even. And out of one of these, I'm just gonna punch a circle. It doesn't matter the circle size. It could be anywhere between 1 to 2 inches. Now, then these pieces, I'm also just gonna crinkle these a little, again, just to make them easier to bend. So we're just weakening the paper basically. And then I'm going to start rolling. So just start on one end and you want to roll them pretty tightly. And then when I get to the end, I'll use a bit of glue and then take that second circle, oops, wrong side, like this, and then just keep rolling. I'm trying to keep that scissor cut end fairly even, so don't let it roll into like a big cone. Try and keep it somewhat flat here. Okay, so now we have this very tight flower center. So just set it down and let it go and let it unwind, and then even help it unwind a little bit more, about like this. Or you could even go more, but just about there. And then I'm going to take the punch and actually just smash that down a bit. And you'll end up with something like this, maybe a bit more. Okay, and once you're happy with this and the size, you can go ahead and stick down that final end piece. Okay, so there's our flower center. Now, on our circle, we're going to start building our flower. We'll take one petal, and I'm going to put it about in the middle, and then another petal 90 degrees from that. And there we go. So that's our first layer. Now the second layer, we're going to put the petals in between the first two and maybe just make them in a slightly tighter circle. So the second layer is a bit smaller, if that makes sense. Now, the reason why I'm using glue, you could use glue dots, but I did find that it did make this center piece very thick because of all the layers that are in there. Okay, now we're going to put a whole lot of glue there in the middle, and then take our centerpiece and just place that into it here. And there you go. There is your beautiful flower. Now, if you want to make leaves, you could use cardstock, of course. I'm going to use this piece. This is from the Valley and Bloom paper pack. We've got basic beige on one side and this nice mottled green print on the other. So it gives you some nice color variation, just built right in. And for these leaves, I'm going to use one of the stamps from the stamp set just to give that even a little more interest and texture. And as an additional step, you can use your scoring board or your scoring tool. And I've drawn a black line. I think you can see that in the video. So I can see that I've got the line straight through the flower. I mean, not the flower, through the leaf. There we go. And then we can just fold those up. And then you could ink these or sand them or add more to them if you wanted. But then we would just put those together and then put those behind our flower. Whoops. And then you have a beautiful flower ready to go using just that one punch and the stamps, the Simply Leaves stamps and punch. Now I want to share with you some finished samples. So for this one, I did use it on a card, but it is quite thick, so it's one that would need to go in a package or hand delivered. And I paired that with the Sweet Foliage stamp set there in the background and added some die cut leaves. And this is one of the first ones that I did. So this is just with one layer of the spirals, which is okay, but I think it does look a little better when you have the two. And I've just put that onto a jar that I'm going to fill with candy and use as a little gift. So it's a great way to use your scraps for making gifts and embellishments. And then for this one, I used that same Sweet Foliage stamp there in the background, this time in Boston Gold. Made the flower in Cherry Cobbler and added some Christmas words and the leaves and a little bit of the new Christmas twine coming in September. So there you go. I hope that gives you some ideas for using your scraps and also using your simple leaf punch in a whole new way. Thank you so much for joining me. Be sure and subscribe. And until next time, keep creating, keep putting those creations in the mail so you can make someone's day. And of course, subscribe. This is Jackie Williams, and I'll see you next time.